Excuse me.
Smells like a dirty horse. Smells like a dirty horse. Smells like a dirty horse. You better watch nice clean clothes.
About cleaning up after dirty old horse for a couple of weeks.
Here, I'm glad my father gave it back to you. You smell bad.
Couple of weeks.
Go, y'all.
That's dumb.
I have a horse. Maybe we can get one.
Where's your pa, Laura? He smells like a horse. We could pretend and ride him. Get back, Nelly. I'm crying to Miss Beadle and I won't take it back. I'm not crying anymore. I won't take it back. It's true. Your pa smells like a dumb old horse.
When'd you start eating pencils? Half pint?
Huh?
I said, when did you start eating pencils?
I was just listening.
Hope so. How'd you like it?
It was beautiful. She doesn't love her.
No.
I suppose.
Wait. Stay away from her. Don't touch my horse.
Not hurting anything.
I said stay away from her.
Don't do that.
From her.
Don't do.
She's my horse. Do as I please. You won't get mean to her. I know how to handle a horse. Nelly? She's hurt bad. You stay with her.
Talk to you. Hi, GQ. I'm Danny Elfman.
But why doesn't she wake up?
Well, she's taken a pretty nasty hit on the head.
My legs. I can't feel my legs. I can't feel them.
Well, Look.
What are you going to do with the needle?
Oh, this isn't going to hurt, Nelly. Nelly.
Class, and there's no adult supervision. I didn't understand till later what a luxury that was.
Can you move your legs, honey?
Oh, dear God, no.
Now, Mrs. Olson, I've seen this before.
Oh, Nelly, my baby. Nels, you go down to the stable and you shoot that horse. Either you do it or I will, Nels. Well, I hope you're happy, Laura Ingalls. Now you made my little girl cripple.
Mrs. Olson, you can't blame anyone for this.
Mother?
You get out of my house, Laura Ingalls.
Mrs. Olson, you can't blame anyone for this. Mrs. Olson, you can't blame anyone for this. Mrs. Olson, you can't blame anyone for this. Mrs. Olson, you can't blame anyone for this.
And don't you ever come back here again. Don't you ever come back here again. Ever come back here again. Don't you ever come back here again. And don't you ever come back here again.
I didn't mean it. It's not your fault. Your fault. It's all right. It is too my fault. I did want Buddy to like me more than she liked Nelly. That's not true. It's not your fault. What are you gonna do? I can't let them kill Buddy. That would be my fault too. I can't let them find her. I have to.
She's all right. She's all right. I'm afraid. She's all right. I'm afraid she's all right. But if her Laura's, I don't know what it would do to her. I don't know.
Now, we don't know how badly she's hurt. I mean, go on. I love you. It'll be all right. Down with Laura tomorrow.
Morning, Charles.
Little girl.
She's no better, but no worse.
What do you think?
I don't know. She took a pretty good hit on the head. Things are temporary. Sometimes they're not.
Have fun. Time to go in.
Pop, please. I can't go in there.
How you feel? Nell?
Charles, how did you come in?
I just saw her things outside.
Yeah, no change yet.
How's Nelly feeling?
Oh, she's being very brave, Charles. I don't have to worry. Doesn't seem to be affecting her appetite either. Yeah, Mark's not having bonbons already.
What about you?
Oh, I'll be all right. It's my wife worried about it. It's my wife worried about it. Reverend Logan's coming by this afternoon. Talk to her.
No, why, but I want to take out the horse.
I already know about that. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't say anything to my missus about that.
I know she had no right to take it.
Well, she had every right. It just happened. I'm sorry about yesterday, Laura. My wife was just upset. And Nelly was asking about you. Wanted to see you.
Maybe I should wait until she's feeling better.
She asked about you this morning. Why don't you go on up?
It's all right. We're very thankful for her.
Thank you, Charles.
See you after school. You'd better go now. You'd better go now.
All right. See you after school. See you after school.
You better get that school out, Joey.
She needs some help with her homework, and I told her I could do it after school. I've asked Mary to do my chores, Pa. It would make me feel a lot better about what happened. I'll do your chores Saturday and Sunday.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It's my fault anyway. It's happened anyway.
Stop saying that.
Mike, I know it is. That's the way it is.
Can you go fishing Saturday?
Sure.
I'd better be going. I'd better be going.
The next word is allowed. A-L-L-O-W-E. Allowed.
Was Jason in school today?
Yeah. Marmalade.
We sure had a lot of arguments.
I suppose.
Did you talk to him today?
Just for a little while.
Did he ask for me?
He told me to tell you he said hello.
If I tell you something, Laura, will you keep it a secret? Cross your heart.
Cross my heart.
I love Jason. I truly do. But now that I'm like this, you won't pay me any mind. You'll find another girl. I know this sounds awful, Laura, but I would feel so hateful to any girl that would shine up to Jason. I just wouldn't be able to help it. Can you understand?
I think so.
I knew you would. Such a good friend, Laura. Now what?
Marmalade.
M-A-R-M-A-L-A-D. Marmalade.
Afternoon, Mr. Afternoon,
Jason. Afternoon,
I just wanted to stop by and make sure Laura's sick or not.
No, she's not sick. She's up in the barn.
We were supposed to be. She's mad at me or something.
You do something to make her mad?
No, but sometimes girls get mad at you anyway.
I know what you mean. We're going to find out.
Time and 2 weeks for supper.
I know.
Stop it. She's neglecting her homework, chores.
I don't mind you.
I know you don't mind her.
It's just till knowing it's better.
And if she doesn't, that's something we're gonna have to face.
Laura?
You ready? I've just seen a bunny.
We've already had our supper.
I'm sorry, Mom. I have
Talk. All right, we're gonna have any more of this.
I'll tell her. Is Pa real angry?
Your father is angry. He's worried. Now I know to help. But if this continues, your father and I have to stop Nelly.
Mom, please. You can't.
You have some math to do for Mom?
Yes, ma'am.
Massey.
I haven't finished.
Then let me see what you've done so far.
I'll do it tonight. I swear. Please don't tell Ma. Please. Stop me from helping her.
It's all right. It's all right.
Mrs. Olsen talked today. She thanked me for helping Nelly. It's the first thing she said to me since that day. It made me so happy. Please don't stop.
With your own school.
I will. I love you.
And I love you.
Thanks for stopping by, Doc.
Laura, come in and see what I got me today. It's all the way from England. It's beautiful. Mother's ordered lots of other things.
Oh, yes, indeed.
You got anything else?
Oh! Nelly, how nice. How did you...
Not so dizzy. Could you do it for me? Just this. All right. You rest. Thank you. Don't get to write your number small like I do. I won't forget.
Oh, I'm afraid not. Folks around here seem dead set on getting sick whenever the fish are biting. You're biting. Have a good day. There you go, young lady. How's that?
Fine.
To make it go, you just push. Or you can use your own.
I'll be back soon. Well, where did you get that horse? You've had her all the time, haven't you?
Yes, ma'am.
So that's why you don't listen to my Nelly. Just to get on my good side so you can keep that animal.
That's not true.
It is true. And it won't work. Where's your father?
I don't know.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'll take that animal with me.
No, please. It wasn't Bunny's fault. Nelly knows that.
I said I would take that animal with me.
No!
Laura, you come back here!
what you've been doing. In your chair.
But there's nobody here but me.
She'll be back. You look fine.
You sure it's alright?
But I like you.
Where did that horse come from?
I don't know.
What's that?
I get a good search for. Don't worry, we won't.
Phew. Got a rest. That's alright with me.
Feels good to me. I'm not complaining, mind you. It's the least I could do after what happened.
Are you alright?
Well, why do you ask that? There's your mom. I'll bet she'd be glad to see you off. Nelly, your mother wants you. I pray to God every night. He'll listen to me.
I want you to.
No. I won't listen to you. Wait.
We're leaving now.
Have a good time.
Sure you won't change your mind?
Got a lot of work to do.
Or,
I don't really feel like fishing today, Pa.
we'll see you later.
I asked for one, and you say we can't afford it. You waste money with both hands. Our hard-earned money on her.
You leave her out of it. She's none of your business. Buy what we need. Buy what we need. Buy what we need.
Oh, yeah, like swords.
These swords are finest Toledo steel. Steel. And they coat of arms. Steel. And they come from my family coat of arms.
They're tin swords. They're tin. They're.
Huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'll show you.
Nels, you put that thing down.
10, is it?
I must say, it certainly took her by surprise. I didn't mean to do it. She made me say anything about this sword from now on. You're a good friend, Nelly. Say, you can understand why I'd like to keep this a secret. Yours, actually. Not a word to anyone. Fine. We can consider the whole man dead and buried.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night, Laura. She's resting.
I was just so angry.
Well, I don't blame you. Nelly's done some mean things.
Well, I'm not mad now.
So am I, Laura. So am I. You're quite a little girl. Wow. Wouldn't do her much good to be mad at your horse, would it?
were yours?
That's what I said. You know, an animal is no different than a person. It needs to be with someone who loves it. Take her home.
Thank you, Mr. Olson. Hi, Jason. You wanna go fishing with me and my pa?
Carolyn, great place, and we're just gonna wait.
We were so worried about what to do. I wanted to hide, and they were going to shoot her.
I know. It's all right now.
Why don't you go on in the house with your ma? I'll put Bunny up in a...
Don't let anyone hurt her. Please, Pa.
Nobody's gonna hurt Bunny, don't you worry about that. Well, I want you to take Laura on home.
No.
I'm sorry if my money's hurt.
Take it back.
Jonathan, where have you been? We have missed you.
I've traveled all over the world, different countries, studied under teachers and masters and always been on a whole spiritual journey for maybe 20 years. I've worked in finance on Wall Street. But
that rumor is true then. That was one of the rumors.
Yeah. Lived in Manhattan for a long time. But really at the end of the day, there's nothing better than acting with the Little House cast. Of all the things, that feels most like living. Which was odd because I spent the whole time after Little House trying to figure out how to live. And what I didn't really realize, I suppose, till this week, was that I was already home.
Funny. Then, like, yes, that stays in. The biggest ad libber who got away with it was Jonathan Gilbert, who played Willie. It was a genius.
Wow.
Because he did things on instinct that were right. Because also, Jonathan Gilbert was crazy. He never read the scripts. That was the scene where I'm smashing the dollhouse, and Mary Lynn knows this. It's a bunny when I freak out and I smash the
Bunny the horse.
I'll get you, Lord. I hate you, I smashed the dollhouse. And Willie comes in and freaks out and says, why are you smashing? And he says, give it to me. And I'm like, it's girls' stuff. I'll sell it. And we have this whole argument. And then I go, get out. And he stares at me. I say, get out. I raise the brush and he's gone. He just splits. He had another line there. Originally, there was some other line. And he just saw me raise the brush, went, no, and ran. And then, cut, print, okay, fine. And then continuity, did old Mary Yerkes with the script, and she's going, no, wait, he has another line. And Michael stopped and looked at Jonathan, looked at her, and he said, what's the line? And she said, he says this. And he thought about it for a second, and he looked and goes, if I saw her coming at me with that hairbrush, I wouldn't wait around and say that line. I'd leave. I would run for my life. I think he's right. Strike it.
Walk you along that path. Walk you along that path. Walk you along that path.
I know that Michael Landon was very much sort of a nurturing, mentoring type of guy. With all these children on the set, was he kind of like a mentor? Was he a teacher?
It's funny to think of, Michael as a teacher, because he was so crazy and funny and wild. I mean, people talk about him now, it's Saint Michael. I mean, he's just become sainted. And he was this crazy person. I mean, he was divorced twice. He was married 3 times. He had a whole passel of kids. He drank and smoked. He told dirty jokes. He swore. I mean, he did all these not Pa Ingalls things. He was so not Pa Ingalls. He was a lot more fun than that. And he was this regular guy, and they would have these rap parties, and at the end of the day, he'd break out the beer for the crew, and he would take us to the racetrack at the end of the year for the rap party. And, yeah, I mean, he was a mentor. He taught me how to bet on horses. I mean, yeah, don't mix tequila and gin, honey. I mean, what?
He was a practical joker.
He was very, very funny. I mean, the things he liked to do. Like I said, he had this totally wild, sort of like almost debauchery side. But then he was so good with all these children. You're kind of like, I mean, no, he didn't let us into the liquor and cigarettes. There were rules on the set. And actually,
I can't hear you.
I'm sorry.
And you should be.
These two had a very close bond. There's a lot of really good chemistry between people on this show, and between Melissa Gilbert and Michael Landon was, I think, the most amazing. People talk about Michael Landon as having been a great father figure to so many people. In this case, it was true. Melissa Gilbert's dad, Paul Gilbert, died when she was still very young, about 12 years old, and she really did need a dad. And I've always thought that this was really a lucky set of circumstances, really good that Melissa Gilbert had Michael Landon around at that time.
If they could see me now, that little gang of mine, I'm dancing fancy steps and strutting mighty high. I like the style, think for a fact, the kind of tough girl, first rate, just like that. They never believe it. If my friends could see me, if my friends could see me, if my friends could see me, if they could see me now.
That last day for me was one of the saddest days in my life, and scary. This seems right. Right back here.
Welcome home, half pint.
Oh, wow.
As a surprise for Melissa, Dean brought a very special and personal piece of memorabilia back to the Big Sky Ranch.
Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. Wow. This is just classic.
Yeah.
His initials in there.
Yeah. Can you put it on?
I don't know.
Let's see. He's here.
It's this really weird feeling.
Yeah, he's here.
Strange. I want to get my smell in there. Wow, that's extraordinary.
Yeah. Well, I think we should go see the town that he built.
That he built and destroyed.
Landon's co-stars Kara Grassley and Melissa Gilbert were referring to the emotions of that day, but with the news of Landon's death, their words have a haunting ring.
I guess you take advantage of what you have. You take for granted the things that you have, and like they say, you don't realize what you have until it's gone.
You know, I think this is healthy, this mourning period, though. I mean, we're going through a true loss, and it's good to experience it. And I myself stayed up very late crying last night.
Actor Michael Landon is dead after a battle with inoperable liver and pancreatic cancer. The 54-year-old star of TV's Little House on the Prairie and Bonanza died this afternoon at his home in Malibu, California. He had been diagnosed with the disease only last April. He opted for experimental medical treatments. Landon was quoted as saying after learning of his illness, "It's not like I missed a hell of a lot. I've had a pretty good lick here." Michael Landon was 54, and we'll be back.
Books by Laura Ingalls Wilder. I was a deprived child. I was reading Edgar Allan Poe. I was sort of a lot like Wednesday on the Addams Family growing up, actually. That was like my big favorite show. And these, of course, are the scenes from last week's show. Pa got hurt in this one. Something you may notice in Little House, every time Michael Landon gets injured, it's always his arm or his ribs, and this is so he can take his shirt off. Our largest viewership was actually women in their 40s, more so than children, so for the Michael Landon fan club, we always made sure he took his shirt off at least once every 3 episodes.
And he prided himself on their many positive messages.
Michael has been working pretty hard and figures it's time for a change of attire. And certainly looks better than most making that change.
not gay, not gay.
Gilbert.
To you young people watching, for a long time it's been clear to Michael that a crusade against the horrible dragon of drug abuse is one of the highest priorities in our country. He personally felt the pain of witnessing one of his own children in a terrible struggle against chemical dependency. It was then that he threw himself wholeheartedly into a real-life role, this one as an all-out activist against this pervasive evil. That battle reaches all the way up to the White House and our First Lady, Nancy Reagan. I have seen Michael work with teenagers constantly. He warns them of the hazards of drugs. God knows he tries. And he feels that as long as his vision is alive in one teenager's heart, he hasn't failed. I love you.
I understand that Michael Landon was also involved in like prankster activities.
Oh, no,
he was known for that. Like, wasn't he like the mate, like kind of the guy that started the whole thing of, you know, like pranking your co-stars and all kinds of things?
He was the leader. No, he was the leader. He was the prankster. Wow. Barely could keep up. I mean, sure, Melissa put a little bit of, you know, a saran wrap over a couple of toilet seats, but it was, you know, he was just a great figure. Done saran wrap the toilet seat.
It brings back some wonderful memories.
You take the seed. You take the lid in the seed.
No, I know.
It has to be very smooth, and then you put it in. He was the king of the pranks. He was a maniac. He loved creating outtakes for his collection. Bunny, when I'm lying there with the blood trickling out of my nose, trying to be unconscious, and suddenly I'm like, no one's saying cut, no one is saying cut, and I'm just like, why here? And then I feel this sensation, and it's Michael sticking his finger up my nose. So
I felt different playing it, very different. I felt very close to God playing it, very close.
When you say
tremendous physical effects that happened to me. I mean, I felt like I was just filled with electricity playing that part. I really did.
I am not leaving you alone.
I think there are certain things inside people that they're never really aware of all the time. And where they come from, I don't know. The crew was very interesting while we were doing it. It had a tremendous emotional impact on the crew. Because in its own way, to be very honest with you, I think it frightened them a little bit. In a nice way. But they've seen me play this part for 8 years, and I am, in fact, that man to them when they watch me work. And to see that man have so much open faith that I think everybody would like to be a part of. That I think it made them wonder, what does Charles Ingalls have? I mean, what kind of a connection does he have with God? How can anyone be that sure?
Do you ever take any of this home with you? Or?
Oh, sure. Sure I do. I think probably the big turnaround in my life came years ago. My daughter had a terrible automobile accident, and when I was first notified, I was in Utah, and the doctor on the phone told me that as far as he was concerned, there was practically no chance at all. For everyone in the car was killed but her. And I got to Tucson as quickly as I could. And you know, most people don't really pray very hard until they really need it.
Honor and keep sickness and in health.
Okay. It's the same as a lot of people get very religious when they get very old.
Sick from all others, people.
Whether or not it's a just-in-case kind of thing, I don't know. But I never prayed so hard in my life as I did there. And she lived. And I made a lot of promises. That I would like to keep.
When Hollywood's favorite son, Michael Landon, died several years ago, he left behind a legacy of courage and goodwill that endures to this day for millions of the world's television viewers. He also left behind an extended family of 9 children who knew the private strengths of their father. We were lucky enough to be given a glimpse into that private world through one of Michael Landon's sons. From little Joe Cartwright on the Ponderosa Ranch in the TV series Bonanza, to Angel Jonathan Smith in the hit series Highway to Heaven 30 years later, Michael Landon knew about fighting the odds. His final challenge would take place as a real-life drama before a national TV audience when he learned he was dying of cancer in 1991.
I think every moment just gets a little more important after something like this.
Though he would finally succumb to fate, Landon did it in a style that was vividly familiar to this man, Mark Landon, the son Michael adopted when he was 12 years old.
Life is about how you handle what's thrown at you. And what he wanted everybody to do is to learn to handle what comes your way. You seize life. You take it on, and you approach it, you make the best of every situation you can.
Mark
had always had a wild, wacky sense of humor. When I was a kid and I first met him, we were like 2 cartoon characters. We both laughed a lot of that laughter.
In some ways, Michael Landon was more than human to the family he left behind. He was a Superman with powers they couldn't explain. Even at a family gathering like Christmas, he seemed to know things nobody else did.
We used to play this game like on his birthday and Christmas time, and it's like he'd put his hand over the presents that were wrapped. I'd bring a present, thousands of presents. I mean, he would get like 9, 10, 11, 12.
Not gay.
Perfect. He would guess what the presents were. I said, Dad, how do you do that? He goes, I get like vibes. He put his hand over the presents, like a few inches off. There's no cheating. And I mean, this is for real. Remember, like Mike Jr. saw him do this, and he kind of went. I mean, like, it was really. This makes you start thinking maybe there's some truth to this stuff. Because when it's that consistent, I mean, like 10 in a row.
Wherever Michael is today, Mark believes he is exploring.
I think he'd be flying around exploring other planets right now. Because he loved more information. Loved to read. Loved to, like, absorb scientific information. So I figure, yeah, he'd be flying between the galaxies, looking at other planets and other civilizations. So he loved it.
And Mark is not certain, but he believes he may have had a visit from Michael since the star's death.
I was in my bedroom, and my window was open, and I sort of had this vision with my eyes closed of him flying up to my window with like 3 or 4 kids. And I said, Dad, how you doing? He would, not now, I got work to do. Like he was holding orphans. And then he just flew away. And I sort of opened my eyes and went, nah. But, I mean, how can I be sure I'm really seeing something like that? It's just, It's a vision that's based on his personality and the way he was.
He'll never know if Michael did come back to visit, but Mark does know that Michael believed his own father had reached him from the afterlife.
He was talking about, like, at the funeral, it's like he felt a presence, but he couldn't really be sure. But yeah, it felt like his father was there. And it's like he felt like maybe a hand did tap. Maybe he did. He couldn't nail it down. And he felt like an ambience of, it's all right, I'm all right, and everything's going to be all right.
Little House on the Prairie star Alison Arngrim made headlines with a stunning revelation. According to her, fellow star Michael Landon was the opposite of his screen character and was dangerous to know. Alison Arngrim has blessed Hollywood with a lot of great movies. Many fans know her well as Nelly Olson, her character on the NBC television series Little House on the Prairie, which aired from 1974 to 1981. The now 59-year-old actress originally auditioned as Laura Ingalls. When she didn't get the role, she auditioned for Mary Ingalls, which also went to someone else. She was later cast as Nelly, a role she played so well she established the cultural reference for spoiled bad girl in the 1970s. Arngrim remains one of Hollywood's icons who started as a child star and maintained a successful career after so many years. She sure became a fan favorite since the 70s, and decades after the NBC series ended, Arngrim shared shocking details about her experience on the show. Arngrim's experiences as Nelly. Years after Little House on the Prairie aired for 7 seasons, reports showed that the cast still got emails from the hit family drama fans. But fans were not the only ones who benefited from the film's storyline. Arngrim is always grateful she got to play Nelly. In her book Confessions of a Prairie, How I Survived Nelly Olson and Learned to Love Being Hated, the actress revealed that she was sexually abused as a child, and acting Nelly helped her heal. A relative abused Arngrim as a 6-year-old, and the experience made her a shy and withdrawn child. But all these changed when she became the scheming 11-year-old Nelly. Arngrim, who suffered the trauma of being abused in silence, suddenly intimidated people because of her on-screen character. The actress and author are grateful Nelly didn't ruin her life. However, the good memories Little House on the Prairie carried weren't all the actress had to share. Speaking about the behind-the-scenes tales of the hit series, Arngrim had more shocking information about some cast members. Her experiences on the show weren't all blissful, and it turned out Michael Landon wasn't the lovely dad he portrayed on television. According to Arngrim, Landon was strict with his rules and had a sense of humor that really shocked people. He also had a disrespectful habit of showing up on set without his underwear. Landon was an American actor and filmmaker. He starred as Charles Ingalls in Little House on the Prairie. Was Landon the perfect family guy? In a recent interview, Arngrim, 59, opened up about Landon's attitude towards other cast members. Although the Prairie lead man may have appeared as the perfect family man on TV, some cast members have also had different unflattering stories to tell about the late actor. Actress Karen Grassel, who starred as Caroline Ma Ingalls on the 70s drama, revealed how Michael Landon, who portrayed her on-screen husband, always boasted about his masculinity on set. Grassel's memoir unveiled never-before-known details about Little House on the Prairie, and her time with Landon as one thing fans were always curious about. Grassel alleged that her on-screen husband Landon constantly talked about his sex life and the benefits of bee pollen for the older male. It was eventually discovered that the US actor was having an affair with Cindy Clerico, who worked as a stand-in for Landon's co-star Melissa Francis. The then 18-year-old Clerico was more than 20 years Landon's junior. Grassel wasn't impressed with the actor's behavior. Some of the hit NBC drama's stars confirmed that Landon and Clerico's affair, coupled with the fact that he and Grassel had a feud due to her low salary, made the now 79-year-old actress more furious. Grassel and Landon's feud. Grassel and her husband on Little House on the Prairie were no loving couple off the set, and the actress has made that clear in a series of accusations. Grassel, who also acted alongside Landon in Bless All the Dear Children, made it clear the actor body shamed, made insensitive jokes, and refused to pay a fair wage. Although Grassel said Landon carried the show's weight on his shoulders, she didn't believe it was an excuse for his attitude. The movie star's disagreements began when Grassel requested a raise in her income for the second season. Landon turned down her request and reportedly said she wasn't as famous as she believed. The actress also opened up about how Landon started reducing her scenes and leaving her out of the storyline. He mocked her body, made jokes about her facial expressions to the crew, and she couldn't even call him out. However, Grassel and Landon's feud isn't all her book was about, as it also talked about the actress' struggles with alcohol addiction and the effects it had on her and her Prairie co-stars and her career. Speaking of her memoir during an interview, Grassel, aka Ma, said she decided to solve her drinking problems in 1977 after 2 incidents, one of which involved drinking at work. The actress had organized a luncheon for her.
Hard-working folks only smell bad to folks that have nothing to do but stick their noses in the air. Well, whenever you stick your nose in the air with me, Nelly, it's gonna get punched.
Michael Landon.
He's here. Yeah, he's here. Yeah, he's here. He's here. Yeah, he's here. Yeah, he's here. He's here. He's here. He's here. He's here. Yeah, he's here. He's here. Yeah, he's here. Yeah, he's here.
Michael Landon.
Yeah, he's here. Yeah, he's here. Yeah, he's here. Yeah, he's here. He's here. Yeah, he's here. Yeah, he's here.